Yes guys, and welcome to my channel once again for another review. Obviously we did night 1 already, this is night 2. I didn't even introduce myself in the last one. My name is CM-GRUNT, children mellow guy with the children mellow vibes, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, I'm trying to do this one quickly, so I apologize for how long the last one was. I haven't done the edit yet, but I'm almost 100% certain it is 15 minutes plus. It wasn't supposed to be. Let's get into this one. Okay, so obviously what I intend on doing is the same thing I did night 1, is talk about the main event first. The reason why is because obviously the main event is normally the biggest talking point. So, main event. So, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Now, so we are clear, I made the prediction that that Cody was gonna win. That was on my prediction video. But I did say in that video, I am contradicting myself based off of the video I put in the week where I said Roman Reigns will win at WrestleMania. That was my part of my W series, right? And I kind of knew Roman was going to win even when I did the prediction. But you don't know with these things. And like I said, the reason why I said the reason why I said Cody was winning in the prediction video is because to me it was still 50-50. It could have gone either way, right? But as I said in the prediction video, in the W series video, I'm getting my videos mixed up. As I said in the W video, Cody, to me, doesn't feel like he's going to drop so far down the card after this loss that he's not going to be able to recover from it. Whereas Roman is 3 months away from having a 1,000-day reign, and I just see them being like, you know what, we're gonna make sure that he gets that. Like, and I kind of figured that from day one. A lot of people are upset with the fact that Roman won, and I hear it. I do hear it, and a part of me cares and a part of me doesn't. Right? I'm not gonna get into all of that because it's gonna literally, I can end up recording for a good long while if I start talking about how I feel about this and why they maybe shouldn't have done this and why I understand why they did do it. Point is, Triple H is a guy who likes to establish titles. He likes to establish belts. To him, a short reign isn't always, it doesn't make you feel credible. From what I've seen from Triple H, innit? Right? We're seeing that with Walter, with his Intercontinental title reign. We saw it with his UK championship title reign as well. Yeah, I think he did that with some of the title reigns in NXT, and obviously we're seeing it with the continuation of Roman's reign and with the Usos reign. So for me, he's trying to make it more credible, and I think he wants Roman to break the record. That's my opinion. Very well could lose it on like a Money in the Bank or something like that before SummerSlam even comes around. But like I told my friend earlier, I don't see him losing it on a B pay-per-view. But I'm not saying that Cody losing wasn't the right call. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was the wrong call. But what I am saying is, who dethrones Roman, and when, and what now in regards to storyline purposes? Because like I said before, Cody is the only person who has been built to a point where he's felt credible enough to beat him, and yet Cody lost. Like, no one's really looked credible coming out of a feud with Roman afterwards as well. So where I still see that Cody probably won't drop off the planet, he won't drop off the face of the earth in regards to where he is in the company, I still feel like now that he's lost, who beats him? Because if it wasn't before Cody, it should have been Drew. Before Drew, it should have been maybe Daniel Bryan. Before Daniel Bryan, it should have maybe been Daniel Bryan or Edge. Do you know what I mean? And then before that, maybe it should have been Kevin Owens. Like, there were people that could have beat him. It could have possibly even been Sami Zayn based on how hot he was. There's so many different scenarios or opportunities that they've had to take the belt off Roman where it made sense and they didn't capitalize on it. There are countless times that Brock could have probably done it as well, but I wouldn't have let Brock do it, but whatever. So When did they get another opportunity to do this? I don't know. But the fact is, Roman won. It is what it is. Got to live with it. Raw is going to be interesting tonight. I really hope that they do something. Don't just say to us to go watch SmackDown, because I might deliberately not watch SmackDown if they do that. But let's still got some more matches. Let's start with the first match. Okay, so talking about the Cody match took a lot longer than expected, but I'm literally gonna run through these hella quick. This match, we know what happened. Brock versus Omos. We know that Brock won, or you may not know, but we knew that Brock was probably gonna win. Why would Omos win? Brock won. It was what you expected. Omos was going to do a few power stuff, a few power moves, be dominant against Brock, yada yada yada. Brock then makes a comeback and then eventually hits him with the F5. That's exactly what happened. It was what it was. It wasn't terrible, but I mean, it's Omos. It was what it was. Yeah, Brock won. Okay, so I've got a few things to say about this. And I don't really want to get into it because I'm going to end up going on a mad tangent and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to keep it light and breezy. This match, right? Yeah, I'm not going to bother saying everybody who was in the match. The only people that I'm going to say that was in the match was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Right? They're the only two that I'm mentioning because you can't see them behind my camera. But yeah, two things I'm going to say about this match. Right. Firstly, they tried, I think what they tried to do, and I figured they were going to try and do this, was they tried to make it similar to the men's one in how they structured it, and the tag match, the tags and stuff, and making it free flow and all that good stuff, and trying to just have high spots and whatever, right? I don't think that it achieved that. It was fine, but I don't think it achieved the same kind of success as the men's one. That's the first thing. The second thing is, it didn't. Part of the reason why I feel like it didn't achieve that, and part of the reason why I felt like it was lackluster, is because none of these girls are teams. For flip's sake, this tag team division is washed. It's done out, man. Just get rid of it now. It's done. Yeah, you started the project. The project's not great. End it. Yeah, if you want to make tag teams properly. And what you should do if you're going to do that is make the women's tag team division what it was initially, and let it go through all of the divisions, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. If you start, if what they're saying is true, and they're gonna start up in NXT Europe, and maybe even possibly NXT throughout all over the globe, make the titles be able to be defended on every brand throughout the company, throughout the country, throughout the world. If you're gonna put NXT in different places, do it that way. Make it feel credible, but also expand your horizons and expand your roster. I'm tired of this division, I really am. Yeah, and the sooner that Shayna and Ronda, who won the match by the way, and should have, the sooner that they win the belts, the better. Once again, this match did not have the specific stipulation that the winner of this was gonna go and get the belt, was gonna go for the titles. But you suspect that with those two winning, with Shayna and Ronda winning, that it will be that. But that's not what was stated, and people were confused because even some people thought that that's what was going to be the case. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to go on the tangent, and I did. Ronda and Shayna won as expected. Whatever. Gunther, the ring general, is a beast. The spot where he powerbombed Sheamus onto Drew was immense.
Big meaty man slapping me.
I'm not gonna lie, I have to go back and watch this match because, like I said, I was downstairs doing stuff when this was on, and so I'm certain that I missed a few things, and you can't miss a few things on matches like this. So I'm gonna go back and watch this match, but from what I saw, I need to go back and watch the Bianca match as well, but from what I saw, this match was crazy, and I really enjoyed it. I expected it to be match of the night. From what I saw, from what I watched, match of the night easily. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I'm trying to keep this video light and breezy, and it's not been that. But Gunther winning, my opinion, is the right choice. If anyone else was going to win, I would have said Sheamus. Now, everyone had a case to winning it. Quickly stating it. Gunther winning it would have been good for the Intercontinental reign because it means that his reign would look hella strong, and it also gives credibility to the belt. Sheamus winning would have been good because it would have been a feel-good moment because he's not had the belt before, and it would have made him a Grand Slam champion. Drew winning would have been good because, well, it would have been good, but only with the caveat that he turned heel. Turn heel on Sheamus when he wins it. That would have been good. But yeah, I'm not going to get into it too much. Gunter won. Should have won. Don't know who's going to take the belt off him either. And this one's more intriguing in my opinion, because there's more people within the mid-card scene that could fight Gunter, and you just don't know who can take it off him. This is much more intriguing than Roman stuff, like, because you don't know who could beat Roman, because no one's been built to that level. Even though no one's been built to Gunter's level in regards to the mid-card, someone who's supposed to be top tier could drop down the card. I'm going on storyline mode, but someone could drop down the card and face Gunter, who would normally be a main eventer. And then that then plants seeds of doubt, because it's, do you beat does Gunter lose against a guy who should really be a main eventer, or does Gunter beat them and make him look even more credible, i.e. a Seth Rollins? Do you know what I mean? If Big E came back, someone like him, that makes Gunter look credible. I know I went on a tangent and this ended up being what would have probably been just over a minute, has now become 2.5. Whoops. But this match was fire, and that's probably why I did that. Anyway, Gunter got the win. Yeah, we'll go to the next one. So we had Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Again, I'm going to try my best to keep it light, but the match was really, really good, and I liked the closing spot where Bianca Belair dodged the mist, and then Thingy missed the kick, Asuka missed the kick, and it looked like she was gonna get caught up, and then she rolled her up and then put her in the armbar, and it looked so smooth, it looked swift, and I didn't think Bianca was going to tap, I'm not going to lie to you, but it did look like it's possible she could, because she couldn't go anywhere. And then Bianca Belair picked her up from the armbar, put her in the KOD position, nice feat of strength, and then gave her the KOD. It was a great match. Bianca Belair's always showing feats of strength. I don't know if it was the right decision. I'm not mad at it, but I don't know if it was the right decision. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because I wouldn't have minded Asuka being champion. Bianca probably should have won, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because the build looked like Asuka wasn't built strong enough to really beat Bianca. So that's the only reason why I say maybe that's why. But Bianca did win. It is what it is. On to the last match, technically. Okay, so like I've said before, I can't remember the order of things, so I don't remember if this was second to last match. I'm pretty sure it was, but I could be wrong. So I'm sure I was back in my room for this. And Edge won. I thought I was ending it there. Edge won, right? This is the only match that angered me. Why did Edge win? Why? Why did he win? Why did he win? Finn Balor, right, got an injury at some point. It was where I think Edge threw a ladder at him in his face, and I think he got injured and he was hurt and whatever, right? So I didn't know what the injury was. So when I spoke to my cousin about it, he was like, "Oh yeah, Finn got injured in the match," and we speculated maybe that was why. Apparently the match may have been cut short, and we speculated maybe that was why Finn lost. That was part of the thing that I said, maybe that was what happened. But I was like, no, I don't think that was it, you know. I don't think that the injury was enough. Yeah, they checked on him and everything, but once it was done, once they fitted him up and everything, I'm pretty sure the match went ahead as scheduled. Yeah, I think maybe they cut it short, but I don't think the result changed. I'm certain the result was always going to be what it was. And if that is the case, and I'm sure it is, I am not happy. I love Edge. Why did he win? Why are they doing my boy Finn like that? Why are they always violating my guy? They're always violating him. Why? They violated him against Roman, making the ropes break. They almost violated him against Bray when they were going to make him come out as Pumpkin Finn Balor, right? They violated him against Baron Corbin. Does anyone remember that? When he faced Baron Corbin and he couldn't beat Baron Corbin unless he was the demon. He squashed Baron Corbin as a demon, but got squashed when he wasn't the demon. What? They even violated him against AJ Styles, but minus AJ Styles, they just aside. My cousin was like, oh, like Edge keeps on losing against Judgment Day. I was like, what have you... in my head, I was like, what have you been watching? But I know he hasn't really been watching it. But in my head, I was like, no. Not even in my head, I told him. Like, no. Edge has been beating them down. Even in the match where Edge and Beth Phoenix faced Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. I know that this wasn't Finn, but still. Faced Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Yeah. Rhea Ripley was being built up to have a title match. And they still lost. What? Come on, man. Like, really? Yes, it hasn't really done too much damage to Rhea because she won the belts, but what? Finn should have won this match. End the feud. Go about your business and you're done. I understand that this might be Edge's last WrestleMania. I understand you want to give him a feel-good moment. Yada, yada, yada. But the feud should have been done from time ago anyway. And this should have been a different match with a different wrestler. Shouldn't have been Finn. Finn shouldn't have lost. Edge won. Whatever. Okay, guys. So normally I would have been like, okay, this is the end of the video. Like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. But after the tangent I just went on, in regards to Finn and Edge and how I felt about it, I want to end on some joy. It's half joy, by the way, so I apologize if I upset anybody with what I'm about to say. But there's the other impromptu match. Now, the first impromptu match on that one was horrible. Right, not horrible. It was what it was. It was there, but I don't see why they had to put that in the card. The Pat McAfee Miz match, yeah. With the second one, and I feel the same way in regards to I don't understand why they had to put that in the WrestleMania card. But when Shane McMahon came back, I didn't pop. I wasn't excited. I don't know who was excited. He did get a pop, but not from me. But when he came out, right, I was like, okay, it's a return. It's a surprise. Cool, whatever. Why is he here? But cool. And then he did the match, and then he did a leapfrog, and then he landed, and then he kind of walked, like, took a step towards the like turnbuckle or towards like the ropes there, took a step away from the middle, and then just kind of fell over. And you know when they're doing the rope run, that they're running across the ropes, right? And then they do like either the leapfrog or they do the one where they lay down in front of them, and then the wrestler jumps over them when they're running the ropes, right? That was what it felt like Shane did, or Shane was doing. But obviously he didn't go in the position to do it like they normally go on their stomach. Didn't do that, and Miz didn't jump over him. So I was like, that's weird. It just felt like a comedy spot, like almost like Shane was a noob. He is a noob, but it's almost like Shane was a noob, like he didn't know what he was doing, and that was the punchline. But then when the referees checked up on him, you could see that he was injured, and I was like, how did you injure yourself? I didn't even know he did a leapfrog to get injured. I just thought he was walking to get injured, but it was a leapfrog. So yeah, it was wild. It was so, it's almost like everyone remembered Vince McMahon when he slid into the ring when John Cena and Batista won the Royal Rumble together, or finished at the same time, right? That sounds sus, but anyway, they ended the Royal Rumble. They landed outside of the ring at the same time in the Royal Rumble, right? Vince slides in and does both his quads. It's almost like Shane looked at that and said, hold my company, Dad. That's what it felt like. So yeah, but I'm not laughing at that, although that was very strange and kind of funny, but I do hope that Shane's okay. But it was more just the Snoop Dogg stuff. Yeah, improvisation on the fly, although I think he was told to do this. To do the people's elbow. It was so silly. It was so silly, but it was fun. I know people ain't going to enjoy it. I know people are going to be like, whatever. But for me, it was fun. It was stupid, but it was fun. And he threw the glasses, and that was what he threw to the crowd as the people's elbow. It was something. Pinning Miz, though, by doing that. Miz was WWE champion just over a year ago. Just want to point that out. He was WWE champion just over a year ago. Just so we're clear. And now he's getting pinned from a people's elbow from Snoop Dogg. Guys, thank you very much for coming through. This was, again, a lot longer than I expected. One of these days, I'm going to get the timing down. But I appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And I would really appreciate that. Go check out all my other videos. I've got a new series that I've already started up called the W series. I've done 2 videos on it already. There'll be more videos coming up in the next few weeks. And then there'll be reviews and stuff. There are other videos as well. My predictions for Night 1 and Night 2, which was already up. Obviously, you can check those out to find out what my predictions were and what I got right and what I got wrong. And so this has taken as long as it's expected. It's probably over 15 minutes again. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'll chat to you in a bit.